Hey guys, this is Jacob Herman. What we're looking at today is an individual tear-off IFAC. I've put this one on my first line gear here on my original Special Operations Equipment belt. This is also an original Special Operations piece. John Wilson makes some great kit. It's absolutely essential to have first aid, especially trauma first aid. A lot of times when I see preppers' websites, people related to disaster preparedness, they either have an inadequate kit that's made for boo-boos, or they have a kit, they just skip over it altogether. This is not a pouch to put Twinkies in, it's not made for Skittles, it's made to save your life. We shouldn't skip over traumatic first aid and being able to apply that to ourselves and our teammates in the event of a disaster. So what we've got here is I use this as an addition on my first line. I carry a ventilated operator's kit from Tactical Response in my chest rig. I've got some more medical supplies on my chest rig, but I carry this as just a last ditch backup in case I have to dump the rest of my gear. We've got two wide MOLLE webbing on the back. There's a single MOLLE webbing on the sides to attach tourniquets if you've got a set of shears, MT shears to put on there. Inside we've got a whole lot of gear. Whole lot of medical gear that we can store inside. So right off the bat, we've got H&H compressed gauze to be 4 yards of sterile gauze we keep in there. Keep a set of latex gloves. Keep some petroleum gauze used to seal up around tubing, puncturations, lacerations. Long-term stuff can be used to even treat burns. We have a standard airway. As you can tell, this stuff's sealed in here pretty tight. Standard airway unit. On top of that, here at the bottom of the main pouch, as you can see, everything is really tightly packed. We have an Israeli combat bandage used all over the world by troops everywhere. Been around for a long time. Anybody that ever went through basic knows how to use one of these. Really helps to staunch the flow of blood. And in the end, we've got a package of Quick Clot, which I think has become pretty standard in everybody's massive blowout kits. As you can see, you've got a couple of options. You've got the big rings, that's where I keep the big bandages. Got a couple of rings here on the side, three wide on the flap here, and then a pocket on this side. It all seals up into a nice compact little package. Easy to get into, easy to put on a piece of gear. Even if you're running a mini chest rig, it's really great. This is absolutely a must for anybody prepping for a disaster. It's always better not to get shot, but if you get shot, you need some of the tools to deal with this. It's not something to be ignored. This is not just a pouch to put some cool stuff in, like we said. This is a medical pouch. It's one of the toughest pieces of gear on the planet. Anything Special Operations Equipment makes is. I highly recommend getting one, visiting their website. They've got a couple of different size medical kits, and I keep this one again on my first line.